What's up guys, Farhan here. Welcome back to another automotive review. This is the review of the Triumph Tiger Sport 800. Huge thanks to Triumph Singapore for loaning me this bike for the review. By the way guys, public service announcement. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to us. Reason being, this will help trigger the YouTube algorithm to push out this channel and these videos to a wider audience. So really appreciate if you guys love us, help us out by subscribing and maybe sharing it with your friends and getting to subscribe as well. Built upon the positively received Tiger Sport 660, the Triumph Tiger Sport 800 is a middleweight adventure sport touring motorcycle as described by Triumph. I didn't know that it can be both an adventure and a sport touring as well. The Tiger Sport 800 enhances the riding experience with additional features and power. Now, Triumph has promoted the Tiger Sport 800 as a machine to wind down and escape from reality, delivering thrilling performance with long distance comfort to match. It describes to be a sportier version of a sports tourer for the twisty roads with the long distance capabilities. It's meant to complement the earlier Tiger Sport 660, at the same time is in direct competition with the Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. Alright guys, so up next we come to the riding posture, and sitting on this bike, as you can see, the seat height is a 3.5 cm, slightly taller than what I'm used to, but it has a pretty slim seat, so there's some compromise there for vertically challenged riders. So I'm tiptoeing considerably, but it's easy for me lah, I would say. With its weight of 214 kg, it's slightly heavier than the Tiger Sport 660 by 8 kg. I personally find it a bit heavy, especially when I'm pushing the bike or straddling the bike, but you don't really feel this weight when you're on top of the bike or riding lah. Okay guys, so despite me being vertically challenged, I'm very much sitting comfortably on the bike, but I feel that whenever I mount the bike, right, my left leg is gonna hit the rear pillion seat, because the rear pillion seat is kind of high, I feel. So I always mount the bike like this, using the foot peg, BMW style. Yeah, so even when getting down also, I get down this way. Okay. Alright guys, and now next we come to design. And upon first impressions, both the 660 and the 800 seems to share the same size and design. But there's actually very subtle and slight differences. We got a nice aggressive tapered front end with a split headlight design with the signature running lights that Triumph is proud of. Got a nice high stance as well, giving off adventure vibes. In my opinion, it has a somewhat angry transformer face, especially in the cosmic yellow color. I'm kind of emulating Bumblebee. Wider side fairings and larger cowling to accommodate to a larger fuel tank. They've also included a belly pan right out of the factory. And the Tiger Sport 660 doesn't have a belly pan. And there's even a little slogan over here, for the ride, which Triumph has recently added to its recent lineup of bikes. I also like the exposed trellis subframe over here, having a kind of a rugged and adventure kind of element to it. It's not 100% exposed though, because there is a rear cowling as well, and additionally the rear cowling also accommodates some slits to put in the side panniers, which is an optional accessory. We got a single piece saddle seat with the Tiger Sport logo embossed in between the rider and the pillion's seat. The exhaust is also mounted on the side over here, as compared to the 660, which has its exhaust mounted in the underbelly. And in my personal opinion, it gives a bit of protection for the exhaust, especially if you are feeling a bit adventurous and you want to do some light off-roading on this lah. For suspension, we got a Showa 41mm inverted forks in the front, and I like that there are fork protectors included in the bike as well, already built in from the factory. And for the rear, we got a monoshock with Showa branding as well. There's also a remote preloaded adjuster over here that's carried over from the 660, and you can quickly adjust it on the go, whether you're riding with pillion or luggage or both, or even alone. So both of these shocks provide 150mm of suspension travel. For braking power, we got a dual 310mm rotor in the front, paired with Triumph branded 4-piston radial calipers. For the rear, we got a 255mm rotor paired with a single piston sliding caliper. Both wheels are 17 inches cast aluminum alloy rims, and something that I like about the rims is that the tyre valves are 90 degrees and they come stock from the factory like this. It's not an aftermarket accessory, really makes it easier for you to pump your tyres. Wheels are also paired with rubber from Michelin, specifically Michelin Road 5s. Windscreen is manually adjustable. You can even adjust it while you're sitting down and riding with the bike. Just give it a yank and there you go. Additionally, on the 800, there's clear wind deflectors at the side over here lah. Overall, I really like this mellow but at the same time aggressive and relatable look of a bike. I applaud Triumph's efforts of not making the bike too adventurous with boxy and a rugged outlook. Alright guys, so up next we come to the cockpit, and as for handlebar, we got a nice naked handlebar over here, pretty typical for such bikes like this in this class. We got a nice wide handlebar for you to grip on and to accommodate to long distance riding, and easy for you to put any accessories. There's a ball mount already fitted on the bike over here. For the levers, if you notice that the brake lever over here on the right is actually adjustable, but the clutch lever isn't, which seems weird in my personal opinion. So up next we come to handlebar controls, and as there's a lot of features on the Tiger Sport 800, they've definitely come in with a lot of buttons in it as well. So I think it's a slight upgrade from the previous 660. First up here, we got the high beam, low beam, the daytime running lights, cruise control. We got PlayStation style navigation buttons to scroll through the menu, the select button, signal indicators, horn, and the mode buttons to change the riding modes on the fly. To the right over here, we got the combination kill switch starter and also the hazards. So up next is the gauge cluster. So gauge cluster is a combination of reverse LCD and small TFT display, obviously carried over from the Tiger Sport 660 and shared with the Daytona 660 as well. This combination is kind of uncommon. It's usually either a full LCD or full TFT. I find that the LCD really makes it much easier for me to read the gauges, like for example your tachometer, your speedometer, your gear indicator, your fuel gauge is highlighted on the top, and below that is a TFT display, so you can toggle the buttons to see a wide range of information on the go, and surrounding the TFT is the warning lights for the bike.
At the gauge cluster's TFT display, or what Triumph calls the information tray, you can set a variety of gauges you want to display. By default, it will display the tripper, fuel status, temperature, next service interval, TFT display brightness adjustment, gear indicator, though there's already a gear indicator at the LCD display, speedometer, music navigation options, volume adjustments for your connected intercom or music, navigation, which I'm gonna elaborate in a bit, the last known contacts you made calls to, and intercom settings. Going to the main menu, you can make further adjustments and settings. We got 3 riding modes: rain, road, and sports. TSA is short for Triumph Shift Assist. The TSA triggers a momentary engine torque change to allow gears to engage without closing the throttle or using the clutch. This feature works for both upshifting and downshifting. Automatic indicators turn on the self-cancelling indicators. TC is traction control, in which you can turn on and off. Service shows your mileage to your next oil change. In trip setup, you can reset your trip meters. Display setup is pretty straightforward. You can adjust your screen brightness and gauges you want displayed in the information tray. Gear shift indicator is to adjust and set the RPM to prompt you to change gears. Language is self-explanatory. In units, you can toggle between imperial or metric. Clock is to adjust the time, and date is self-explanatory. For the My Triumph app, you can link your phone to the bike and use the navigation, which is powered by Google Maps. In turn, it will display a turn-by-turn navigation at the information tray. It also stores and displays your riding data each time you turn on the bike. In My Garage, you can access other data like fuel consumption, service mileage, and the odometer. Settings basically set up your display options.
So up next we come to the engine, and engine is a 798cc liquid cooled 12 valve inline 3-cylinder DOHC, makes about 113 horsepower. Triumph says that this is a brand new engine. Everything on this bike is brand new, is fresh, it's not adapted for other bikes, even though it's built upon the Triumph Tiger 660. Now this Triumph Triple is paired with a 6-speed manual transmission with quick shifter, up and down, with slip and assist clutch. Fuel system is a multi-point sequential electronic fuel injection by Bosch. So fuel tank is 18.5 liters, slightly bigger than the 660, with a projected fuel consumption of 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers, with a projected range of 380 kilometers. Kind of in the high side, as it's a 3-cylinder, but you are definitely getting the performance and torque you need on this bike lah. So I'm not surprised that it guzzle up slightly more fuel than average class 2. Okay guys, so up next we come to technology, and I feel that it's a step up compared to the predecessor, the Tiger Sport 660. The 800 takes things up to a notch. Okay, so let me list down the technology for you. So we've got full LED lighting all around, ride-by-wire throttle, 3 riding modes, rain, sports and road, lean sensitive cornering ABS corresponding to the riding mode, and lean sensitive traction control, which is also switchable. You can turn it on and off. We got cruise control, slip and assist clutch, quick shifter is standard with shift assist, fully adjustable Showa forks in the front, and a Showa monoshock in the rear with rebound dampening and remote preload adjustment, Bluetooth connectivity to access turn-by-turn navigation, phone controls, and media management. Alright guys, so horn check for the Triumph Tiger Sport 800. Kind of high pitched, and I think these British bikes, you know, they come with this mini sounding kind of horn, which is kind of cute. Okay guys, so up next we come to colors, and the one being reviewed right now, this is called Caspian Blue. You also got the Cosmic Yellow. Honestly speaking, this is my personal favorite. Very striking and attention seeking. I like that with a bike. Especially if a bike as flashy as this, you want it to stand out in the crowd lah, I feel. And finally, graphite. Okay, so up next we come to price. From Triumph Motorcycles in Singapore, the official dealer, the machine price without COE and insurance is 29,800. Comes with 4 years of warranty, unlimited mileage, and complimentary servicing. Complimentary servicing is inclusive of valve clearance, which includes the changing of shims, oil filter, air filter, and spark plug. Excluding consumables, however, such as brake pads, tires, sprocket, due to external causes such as damage to the bodywork. In Malaysia, the machine price is listed as 63,900 ringgit. Alright guys, so welcome back to the city of Madini, and of course, it's time for the riding review of the Triumph Tiger Sport 800. I've had a lot of fun with this bike for the past 6 days. Gonna give it back soon. Feeling pretty sad because I actually enjoyed the ride on this very much. Handles very well, very comfortable. The speed on this is absolutely amazing lah. It's like a sports bike with adventure characteristics. The handling is the one that really gets me, and of course the looks. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the looks of the Tiger Sport 800. Kind of like this beastly kind of thing in the front over here, like a transformer. It's just an awesome ride lah. Okay, so let's hop on it. I will use my foot peg because I'm vertically challenged and I tend to hit my right leg on the pillion seat. You're starting it up, use the key, and you can see the combination LCD TFT lighting up. Clutch in, starter. Whew. Pretty bitchin' sound, huh? Off we go. Alright guys, now you don't really need to use your clutch to change the gear. There's Triumph Shift Assist, comes with a quick shifter, but I still find myself using the clutch quite a lot because I'm not accustomed and used to changing gears without using the clutch, right? When you change the gears without the clutch, it's just very comfortable, and it comes with Triumph Shift Assist, so without even closing the throttle, you can change the gear and it doesn't feel jerky at all. It's kind of like Honda's DCT, where there's that slight tech, you know, when you're shifting gears, which is pretty interesting. And I'm at 6th gear now, I'm going at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, so let's shift down, we are slowing down, coming to an intersection, gear 3. And I'm not using the clutch at all. It's amazing. Might as well, they don't even need to put the clutch lever on it, right? So traffic light not working, we'll wait for the traffic to finish and then we go. The handling on this bike, I have to say, is probably the best handling bike I've ever ridden. No joke, seriously. This is not an over exaggeration. This baby, it just follows me into the corner as I lean, even ever so slightly, and it's just really nice to handle. Leaning into the corners, or you are going through a twisty bend or road, it's just a nice riding experience. Very smooth and agile and nimble as you're going into a corner and riding off it. Oh, I like the handling on this, man. It's really tip top. Feels like a sports bike actually, to be frank. I've ridden a few sports bikes in my life, and yeah, the handling on this really doesn't feel like an adventure bike at all. It's very different. It just hugs the tarmac, you know, as you're leaning to the corner, and you can go as low as you want to aggressively, and it will just stick to the ground. Seriously, the handling on this is really tip top. Comes with traction control, ABS, which is corner sensitive as well. So I think that electronics really plays a part, I reckon, when you are leaning to the corner with this bike. It's just a pleasant experience. Oh yeah. I was about to go in there until this truck go and cut me off. I don't know what mode we are in, but I think this is road mode. When you change to sport mode, it gets a bit torquey. It really pushes me to the back of my seat as I'm using sports mode. So the throttle does get quite a bit twitchy in sports mode. Oh man. Woo! This bike is crazy, man. Yes. Got a red light, brakes on a dime. I tell you, if you want to play with this bike, it's best that you play in like long stretches of highway with winding curves and corners. You're gonna enjoy this bike so much in that type of road, I will say. Here in Johor area, there's no such road, unfortunately, but on long stretches of highway, you'll enjoy this bike lah. Oh man, the top on this. Very twitchy at the throttle. Right by wire, by the way, so it's very responsive. Instantaneous, I have to tell you. So you better watch out lah. Don't be too throttle happy with the Tiger Sport 800. Speaking of handling, once again, easy handling. Okay, basically there's no learning curve when you're riding on it. You hop on it, you are able to adapt to it pretty quickly, especially for newbie riders. So if you have never ridden a class 2A before, you're transitioning, you know, for example, you're riding a 2B all your life, you skip 2A, and then for some reason this will be your first class 2 bike, right? You're gonna do just fine. There's basically no learning curve at all. Hop on, go. It's just an amazing ride, I have to say. Let's go through here lah. I want to ride this bike even more. I wish I could really bring this out on a tour to some twisty roads, you know. Oh, this bike is crazy. Over here, we're gonna do a U-turn. Okay. Once again, very, very easy, effortlessly. Damn. It's just a dream to ride, guys. Seriously, it's the best of both worlds. If you're looking for an adventure, but you want something that is nimble, that is agile, the Tiger Sport 800 does the trick. And I can switch left or right pretty easily with just a move of my buttocks, you know. And it just leans and goes wherever I lean. But I wouldn't want to take it on a very risky kind of road situation whereby if there's a lot of sand on the road or debris, I wouldn't want to do that. I'll make sure that the road is a nice, clean road We're still in sports mode, by the way, so let's push her a bit. Oh yes! Wow! Ooh. Oh my gosh! Gets up to speed pretty quickly, okay? Once again, the throttle is very twitchy, so you really need to be careful. I think, forget what I said earlier about quickly adapting to it. Even though you're a new rider, do get yourself orientated first and put it in road mode for a bit before you try out sports mode. Only then you can tame this beast. It's really a beast, guys. I've ridden a lot of bikes, especially even bigger class 2 bikes as well. 1000cc, 900cc, even my own bike, the 800 is just a dream. I reckon that you don't even need a 1002cc. The Tiger Sport 800 will do just fine. Suspension wise, we got some regulators in front of us. It's definitely set up for the road. Minor bumps, road imperfections, road markings and all that, it smoothens it out. But once the road conditions get really bad, like, oh my god, that guy just threw stuff out the window. What was I saying? Oh yeah, once the road conditions get really bad, or you're going through a regulator or a hump, you can feel the impact lah, basically. If you're going through a twisty mountain road, you will want something that smoothens out slight bumps or road imperfections and all that lah. And you want feedback also lah, for when the road gets bumpy or in bad condition, because only then you are able to make the necessary corrections and avoid to be in such situations lah. The guy have a bend right here, just leaning into the corner. Oh man, we are still in sports mode again. Okay, let's switch to rain mode. Slightly sluggish on the rain mode. Throttle response has been reduced. It's a bit linear, but you want instant torque, you go back to sports mode. Then you can feel the instant torque. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, it's an awesome all-rounder. I feel like city streets, no issue, but best that if you can bring this to the highway, and even better if you are bringing it to a mountainous road with a lot of curves. Oh, that would be awesome, man. This bike really belongs in the mountains, I guess. Off-road wise, I don't feel that this is an off-road machine. It's definitely not made for off-road. It's more of a sports tourer with the long distance capability, of course. But I feel that with such a machine, you're not the kind who probably does off-road anyway, and you mostly do touring, right? So I feel that these are the kind of riders that the Triumph Tiger 800 is for lah. I think you can daily with this bike, put it in road mode, and you can handle city situations quite easily. Else, if you are stuck in sports mode for some reason, don't get too twitchy with the throttle. Overall, I love the machine. No, I think if this bike came out earlier, we've gotten this one instead of the Tiger 900 GT. Okay, one more time. Wow, you can feel the torque. Instantaneous, man. It's a beast, guys. It's really a beast. Okay lah, change the mode again lah. Road mode is the mode that I'm usually stuck with. Not too fast that till it pushes you to the back of the seat. Neither is it too underwhelming. It's just the perfect balance of torque and performance. Quite linear acceleration as well. I really like that you can feel the obvious differences within the riding modes itself. I didn't really whack this bike up to the top speed, given that, you know, it's not my bike and I don't want to damage it, but I reckon that it definitely can go way above 110. Way above 110, no issue, no problem at all lah. And it just wants to go faster and faster. I think if you are riding in a convoy, right, and you are the corner man and you need to catch up with the front of the convoy, right, put it in sport mode and you can catch up, man. Whew. I'm having difficulty to part with this bike right now. I wish I could bring it on a tour and really show you guys its full potential. So in conclusion, I will say that the Tiger Sport 800 is probably one of the best all-rounders that you can get. It's not too radical, neither is it underwhelming. It's just the right balance for me, I feel. I'm particularly attracted to its handling. I can confidently take in the corners aggressively, and it will still follow me into the corners and bends. And it feels like a sports bike with touring comfort, very easy on my back. If I have a choice, right, between my current bike, the Tiger 900 GT that I'm using right now, and the Tiger Sport 800, honestly speaking, if I had a choice, I'd probably switch over to the Tiger Sport 800, mainly because I love his handling and I just like the looks on this bike lah. So yeah, anyway, once again, huge thanks to Triumph Singapore for loaning me this bike for the review. They have this bike and a whole range of other bikes that you guys can test ride. Also, if you have any inquiries, you can always talk to the guys at Triumph Singapore. They'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Yeah, so that's it for the vlog, and we'll see you guys in the next one.